su noche en Disneyland. Una vez más, esta presentación no puede continuar debido a...
Your attention, please. Due to unforeseen circumstances, this performance of Fantasmic cannot continue. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause, and hope you enjoy the rest of your evening here at Disneyland. Once again, this performance cannot continue due to unforeseen circumstances.
Alright, 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 alright. Well, I hate to break it, but let me go ahead and get everything up and running. Oh, goodness. It's just so sad. It is really, really sad. Make sure to get everything going. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what happened I'm about to tell you recently occurred that got me so sad that it's just not looking good for Disney as of right now for at Anaheim's Disneyland. April 22nd, 2023, which is 2023, yes, that's correct. It occurred to events that a situation happened with the Fantasmic situation. What happened was everything in the first Fantasmic event was going so well, and I attended too, to be honest. I really did attend it. It was so one of the awesome shows you have with a realistic dragon. But recent events occurred when the final show came on this day, 22nd, on a Saturday night after the firework event. Apparently, the dragon had a malfunction that somehow they're investigating what caused that to happen, and if there's anything going around it. Had a head bursting in flames to the point where things they went really south really fast, and I'm just completely in shock that this thing, it's all over the news. Basically, it went everywhere. What you just heard from the beginning before the stream started was a little something that went wrong, horribly wrong, that led to this disaster. Now, I do have things I could probably show up in my screen, but this is just what happened here. And I'm trying to hold on. So I'm here about to make this live really fast. I know it's so late. I recently did attend Disneyland twice early in April, and I will be showing those very soon. I won't be late on the Food and Wine Festival, along with the one with the throwback night. But this occurred like days after I after after I attended those events, and haven't posted them up yet because I've been so busy with my writing class that I'm trying to catch up on. So I'm really got my hands full, and since Wine and Food Festival doesn't end until the 28th, I hope that once I get most of my writing complete, I can do that one first, the Wine and Food Festival, before the throwback night that I have recorded and all like set up ready to go for editing. But this event just recently happened like after that, which is devastating. It's heartbreaking, and to have something like this really like kind of questions what's the hell's going on over there in the Disneyland's behind the scenes. I'm completely like shocked right now of all the videos and report incidents that everything happened. So take a look at this. Watch. Take a look at this. That just I do want to show. This is why I put this up. If you look at, it's all over the news, all this. The dragon thing prop and all that stuff is really gone horribly wrong. And then you have, of course, the famous Five Fires who looks at the aftermath, and we'll see that video, how dangerous it is. I'll make sure I'll mute it too, so that way we could just get right to the area that's needed. So in this article is stating right here, dragon catches on fire during Disneyland's Fantasmic show. And it was updated since 4 p.m. today on Sunday. But yesterday, Saturday night, it was really in a bad situation. So an animatronic catches on fire during Disneyland's performance. Of course, we know that on Saturday. And recent reports that the fire was extinguished. Of course, thank goodness, no injuries. Because I just read the whole report. What caused it is still under investigation, but they're reaching out to Animalize Fire for more information. As a long time ago on Florida and California, the show special effects of art projects with the magnificent as a 45 fire-breathing dragon, which that's what it is, catch really on fire with this. Let me see if I can find a different article about it in the New York Times. I think that one I have to pay. What about ABC? This one, thank goodness, no injuries were reported. I don't need that. Over the 100 times, and something always occurs wrong. It says right here, we saw some explosions coming out of the head, and then all of a sudden the dragon was just engulfed it, and then all of the sudden the workers started coming around escorting everybody out for safety. As one of the people said, videos on the incident quickly occurred on social media. All cast were safe evacuated from the Tom Slaughter Island, and a Disney official said in a statement, due to the smoke and wind attractions near the island, we were safely evacuated. Any guess in the cause of the fire remains under investigation at this time. Though no injuries were reported from the fire in Anaheim. This is just what happened. Witness told that Frontier was evacuated, but the rest of the park remained open. Videos show guests watching and recording. It's just not a happy day for Disneyland, unfortunately. It's really a sad one. I didn't even expect this to occur, and I had to even share it all on my social because I was so busy doing writing that this actually went down. They even have a lot of like photos appearing of what happened here. Oh my gosh, that's not good. You can see the whole entire dragon completely destroyed. Oh my god. The show damage of the aftermath of this. Oh, That's sad. You could see that most of it's been destroyed, blacked, lost its color. The morning, a lot of people were stung, and this is another picture. They're covering it, trying to still put it down. We'll see a video from this. I think it was firefighters. But oh my goodness. Now I do have like my page I do want to put into, so I think this is it. This is all the videos you see right here, from shorts to things. So let me go ahead and stop my thing for a bit. We do want to see some shorts here. Here's this one.
Some breaking Disney news. Last night on
Yeah, we have that one. Let me see if I can find some regular ones, like the ones from during the event. I think it's this one. Magnificent Cast is on fire. Everything, right? You could tell, like, here, everything was like preparing, going through. We're trying to see what happens afterwards that caused the situation. Let me see this one. Don't catch us off fire. Yeah, that's the aftermath. It engulfed it in flames. See if there's any better videos. And there's this one right here. Oh my gosh. Look at that. There's that one in horror. It's like, what happened here? Like, oh my goodness. You see if there's any other new ones. This is new.
A massive fire broke out at Disneyland in California last.
There's that one.
All right,
Looking
and
at the
then
shores.
this fiery end to family fun.
Oh my
at
gosh.
Disneyland last night.
Just each one of them just explaining what went down.
Disneyland is on fire.
Oh my god.
Poor dragon didn't make
You
it.
see this?
It's
Goodness.
not good here.
Just each one of them just explaining what went down.
Powerful. Well, this is my dream.
Is it a recent one or is it an old one? Yeah, see, that's the recent one, I think. That's how it's supposed to go down. That's how it's supposed to go down. My dream. This is my dream. You see, there's all these are reporting the same. Let me see if there's any ones for this week. I have to put it on this week so we can be able to see any the latest updates, because they're all news. There's this one. Oh my gosh. Each one of them just explaining like the whole situation that went down and went currently wrong in this performance. And it closed half the theme park and closed on that part. And there's this one.
Well, Disneyland is on fire. Poor dragon didn't. It's on
And each
fire.
one are just like
Poor dragon.
explaining what went down. God, it's so sad. Imagine going to a trip to Disneyland. You're having fun, you're about to see the latest Fantasmic performance, and then this happened. Well, you gotta just say it was a fun trip, but then when this occurs, you better be ready to pull out, because it was just something that just ruined your, traumatized maybe your children, or ruin your day, knowing that this was something that would go down in history.
Yeah.
This was inside, I think, a theme park in there, or inside a restaurant. They have ones in, I think, on Twitter, so I gotta look into that. There's ones on Twitter too. But this is, I think, let me show the aftermath of what it looks like. See this? The aftermath. Oh my gosh. You can tell they're fixing everything right there. Looks crazy. This is what happens when they don't check things right, or they just know they're rushing things. Could be that too. And you make this type of situation get really, really bad. I'm stung by what went down. And there's another one. So I could show it right now. Oh, it's already in flames. Like, what the heck happened? That's what they make the announcement. No, it didn't happen, and it looks terribly. The ones in the front actually saw this went wrong from the very beginning. And then all chaos goes loose in this dragon as it melts in flames. What a sad tragedy. There's another situation that they had pictures on. Another person posted. Damn, that thing roasting right there.
Parents, please clear the area. This is
They have to evacuate because it's really got bad. And there's one with the log ride too. See, they're having fun right now.
Oh my god!
Dude, something's on fire!
We go forward.
What do I do?
'Cause I can't see what they're.
What do we do? Oh my god!
Yeah, something's really on fire. They're like, what the hell's happening?
Oh my god!
See that?
How did this happen? That looks like
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit! Are you sure?
Oh my goodness.
No, something's on fire! Oh my...
god!
Oh my god!
This is so
Oh
sad.
my god!
Incidents like this happen and they're scared because they're in the ride.
Dude, something's on fire!
Oh my god! We're stuck on a
Why
ride!
are we always at this? Why? We're Jake and bad luck.
You can tell they're terrified, but yeah, this stuff happens, and you could see from right there in the image, you could see how closely, so I could get this a little bit more seeable. You could see it from their experience. That is scary. You're on a ride, you're having fun, and then this happens. That can really like put you at the edge of your seat, saying, "Is this gonna be the it? Is this gonna be something that's very seriously gone wrong after we end our ride?" Imagine if that thing was closer to the ride. Oh my gosh, this would have been a disaster, a tragedy disaster. It could have catch more places on fire. Thank goodness it was only a part like miles away. Like I think it was like feet away, miles of 1 mile away from the attractions, and it was on an island, so it's really like it's hard to realize how scary this thing actually occurs and how dangerous closely it could have been. If it was much closer to the attraction, could have really caused really severe damage to not just the rides themselves, but it could actually kill somebody near them as they're inside of it. But yeah, that's how close this thing was. Like if you can count these and put the feet in each one towards this Splash Mountain ride, you can see how very close they are, and that's very scary. There's someone who took a selfie. Wow, he took a selfie right on the golfing flame dragon. That's sad. It's gonna go down in history with that selfie. Damn. You can see the aftermath. Oh my goodness. What's this one? Malfunction. I think he's showing us something. Lower it a bit. We're trying to look it closely if there's any. He sees it far away if something goes wrong.
You may think you're so powerful. Well, this is my dream.
Everyone's looking at Mickey Mouse when this is happening. There you go. That's how it's like. This one was during that 9 p.m. showing, and it seemed to be functioning just fine, which that's how it should have been. And for some reason, the late one this would happen with the late one after the fireworks show, which it golfed it really badly.
To unforeseen cause, and hope you enjoy the rest of your
That's the last
evening
one.
at Disneyland.
Oh
Once
my
again,
God.
This performance cannot continue due to unforeseen circumstances. Thank you.
Damn, that's just not good. What's this one? Oh my gosh. In-house fire departments, there you go. That's what Disney needs, in-house fire departments, because this thing could just occur at any moment and cause problems towards everything around there. Every single post has shown that, and you can see this one was far away. It was like what was going on over there? They're like confused a bit. Imagine you're about to have fun in your theme park. It's about late in the day, and then you see smoke over there, and like, wait a minute, is that on Disneyland? What the hell's going on? I'm getting confused and panicking. Like, is this safe? What is going on? Here's this one, a faraway shot. That's at Disneyland over there.
Yeah, that's a legit fire.
Oh my goodness. That's scary. Exactly going down there. Which one was this one? Yeah, each one are still. I'm just see if there's any new like stuff that haven't picked up on, but each one has been showing the same issue, the same shot with the dragon destroyed. Disney went down because of what happened. Their profit didn't do good. And then yeah, it looks like every video is just the same one, most likely. This one was live streaming as they're evacuating. Oh my god. That's how tragedy. Though there's still chance they'll do the performance in the future, but as of right now, Fantasmic doesn't look like it's gonna return anytime soon. That's what I could say as of right now. Let me see if I can. No, I think that's something else. I'm gonna see if I can find Five Fires because he knows what's going on. He did a recently statement about the thing, but I'll try to mute his thing. So I won't get him too much.
Right now?
Pause it. Yeah, this is one he took recently. It was around here. You see Disneyland on fire, and people were far away were confused. And this is how it looked like from far away. If you're like somewhere over here, Like you could tell the smoke coming up from the middle of Disneyland Park, and they're like confused, like why, what the hell's going on? Something exploded or what's going on? Like you kind of get worried about that. You do. Oh my god! Just seeing this picture, it's like that is scary. Let me see if there's anything further that he knows, because everything's just been the same. Because he has better like screenshots of this. Yeah, each of these have just been screenshots he's been getting. I'm trying not to play his thing, but some were even inside the Pirates of the Caribbean when they're seeing that. That's terrifying. I would completely go the opposite direction to the exit. I'm like, heck no, I'm not gonna freaking go on the ride when place is all burning on the outside. Heck no. That's the last thing you want to do. When you see something like that, golfing in flames getting closer, you might want to go to the exit instead. Do not, ladies and gentlemen, if you see this at the outside burning badly and you know it's not good, like you literally see this burning outside really badly while on the ride, or if you're about to exit, whatever it may be, if you see this happening, please do not ride. Continue to try to pursue and riding the attraction ride. Go the opposite direction immediately to the exit. That is dangerous. That is completely very, very unsafe. You can be trapped inside the ride and burn in there. Do not do that. If you see something like that, go outside first, find out what the heck is happening, and evacuate if it's really that bad. That's why you don't hardly see any lines there, because they probably all left. You can mute this guy. Yeah, you can see there's no lines in this thing because they all left because they're scared. They know that something went bad happened. Yeah, so far, exactly went down on the situation. Each of them have just been reporting the same problem over and over of what happened. Today is just one reminder of why you shouldn't rush things when it comes to doing performances, to doing shows. I mean, I can tell you all about why it's very important to understand the main situation, why things should always be checked before, including show times. Always have it checked before doing the show, because something like this could occur and it could really cause severe problems or severe like incidents to get really like a lot of audiences scared. Damn. Knowing that. And I'm just in shock as everyone else is. But this is another news that I wanted to put in down. So, heavy plums, dark smoke were seen blowing in the stage. Oh my god. My head's sorry. They were seen blowing in the stage and were invisible throughout the park. That's how scary that fires can spread if nobody knows about it. Videos shown cast members evacuated, of course, from the water, and then from the waterfront viewing nearby attractions, firefighters work to exhaust the flames. And they use the sprinklers to surround this, because there's a part in some videos that use sprinklers to contain the fire from spreading further into the park. They had to do it for emergencies. That's where thank goodness the sprinklers are nearby to prevent it from spreading. And let's see, bystanders outside of Disneyland Resort captured a line of fire trucks rushing into the anime theme park. So there was a bunch of firefighters already rushing to this thing. It was a really like situation where the fireworks had emergency entrance to the theme park. They probably used another entrance to get inside, not the one with the crowds. And they had a rush in there to save the day, to prevent the theme park from being destroyed, because there's so many, you could tell a lot of things going on down there. During the final showing of Fantasmic Saturday event, of course the dragon was catched on fire. All crashed. We already heard that. They told the temporary temporary suspending fire effects similar to those in Disneyland's theme park across. So it's not just Disneyland they're gonna suspend; they're gonna suspend it in Disney World as well. So Fantasmic shows experience are global, and the fire thing prop or whatever is just gonna be suspended because of what happened. Because this thing always occurs. No injuries were reported, and no one was killed, thank goodness. The fire damage was not imminent known. The Disneyland said the cause of fire is under investigation. Because we don't know anything about what happened. Oh man, I hope they're on their graduation. That would suck. Wow, imagine going to graduation, see that. Oh my goodness, that is not good. That will be the worst graduation tragedy ever you encountered. It's harsh, it is very harsh.
Massive fire broke out last night, forcing many people to evacuate.
Yeah, it's a recent one.
Fire-breathing dragon, but not literally. But last night,
All
look
over
at
the
this.
news.
Visitors were watching the final showing of Fantasmic when the Maleficent dragon caught fire. The flames started at its head before covering its entire body. Firefighters arrived moments later. Disneyland officials released a statement saying the cause of the fire is under investigation. There were no reported injuries.
Well, there you go. All this because of something goes wrong, and all these videos that are trending still because things just not being watched. Let me see if there's any shorts. Yeah, see, each short is just showing each tragedy of the dragon, the things that occurred. Theme park detective. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at that. That is not good. You see that going, you know, things go the opposite direction. So, as we're witnessing this, I do gotta say something that's really needs to be addressed. A little tiny bit of a story that needs to happen. When we're going to theme parks, and this is for the employees that work within it, always, and I repeat, always, this is fairly important when we're doing like entertainment for whatever is a fireworks show, a presenting show, and we're using flames, because World of Color has flames too. This could also occur in World of Color. Let's say the fire was going up in flames, showing it for the guest, and all of a sudden the Ferris wheel, let's just say as an example, catches on fire because the fire went the wrong direction. It's very, very important to make sure to prevent that. It's always good to check to make sure every direction is on functional and not gonna cause a situation like this, because these things happen when they're not in checking or something's being rushed. And I have a feeling that it's gotta be one of the malfunctions that weren't checked, or a rushing situation where they're rushing things just to get them done so they can end their day going to sleep, whatever it may be. Even new people, there's even new people that are on the job not doing the jobs right, and or they don't know how to, and this type of stuff can cause that kind of, you know, anything that's possible when it comes to things that are not checked right to being rushed. And that's why, you know, when we're always like looking back or in our own mind telling ourselves what should be focused on, it's very, very important to always have those checked and always not rush things when it comes with fireworks, fires, water effects, whatever it may be. And an example of water effect gone wrong, the water just bursts out non-stop and causes a drain to overspill the stage. That's when you know something's malfunctioning, and that's when they realize they can't continue. That can happen. Fires is more dangerous though, I could say that, and It's very crucial to ensure that when things go wrong, you have to have a backup plan to ensure that you can keep people safe. At the same time, you can ensure that you can push out the fire really fast, like have a nearby emergency water thing to ensure that things don't go horribly wrong. But again, Disney has not looking good as of right now, and Fantasmic is not gonna come back anytime soon. That's all I know. And someone might get in trouble, because if people were not watching, someone's really, they all employees right now are on scared high alert. They know that someone will get fired to immediately report it, because this is something that, you know, wasn't completely checked right, or wasn't completely, you know, looked into before testing it out. Because if something new was gonna happen, they could have completely just canceled the final showing and saying that's due to something gone wrong with the malfunction. We cannot do it today until it gets fixed. That's what could have happened. Because if they knew something like this would have gonna occur, mainly someone would have put a red light saying that we cannot proceed with the show. Something's wrong with the malfunction of this, and could have stopped all of this from occurring. But occurs for also the one with the castle and the watercolor show, which is the other side of California Adventure. You always, when you're using fire, to using fireworks, to using displays, you're always, number one priorities, check, evaluate, and proceed to make sure everything is tested and works properly. You know, I looked at the band that were for the, was called the Wine and Food Festival, and they're always checking, they're always doing testings to make sure that everything's on functional. The same thing with these shows, that when you're doing, like, let's say they're underground, they're making sure everything's tested, they're making sure everything works. They gotta make sure that if they're gonna use something like this, they have to test that as well, to have no incident or no failures on safe. Because if something gone wrong or something they know doesn't look like it's working, at least they can have that extinguished right away and call it a cancel for that, because they know something went wrong. Or change it with something different, like let's say using only like displays of a watercolor to having some sort of, like, instead of the animatronic thing, they could use like some special effects to replace it if they know something's gone wrong. Because sometimes they do that with animatronics, they don't function really correctly, they stop functioning, they replace it with some sort of different visual effect to screening that presents something to say I'm absent, or some sort of like thing to entertain the audience in a different way. Because you don't just present this and say, oh yeah, let's continue doing it every single time, because then this is gonna happen. And it started in summer, and it was going so well, and all of a sudden now this happens. It's not a coincidence. I believe that somebody screwed up on the job and did not do something properly, and now all employees are scared because they know this is the moment Disney's gonna have to round them up and select and give more conversational discussions and interrogations to each employee who were a part of that behind the scene spectacular Fantasmic event. And it's just like, it's really like a sad day for Disney now, that they're now have to reduce, because it's now going to affect the capacity for Disneyland, because since they don't want too many people on one side for one showing, that's going to really crowd up the area from people from moving or exiting. They have no choice but to reduce the low capacity, which is going to make it even harder for reservations to get inside. That's all I know. Let me go ahead and end this. How the transit, yeah, each one of them, they're just like, they're really not in great videos right now. They can tell each one are sad, and I can tell this, the breaking really like shows how much things have just occurred. But like I said before, when things like this occur, you know that someone screwed up on the job, to something didn't check right, and your ass is on the line now, and everyone else isn't not gonna be telling with this until someone gets selected to be left. So until the things happen right now, Disney's in a really bad position. And it affects us as well, because now that the park is going to reduce reservations to prevent overcrowded in one showing, we're going to look at a lot of like blackout days to no reservation days for a lot of guest members, and it's going to suck. Even past members as well, so past members will get affected. But if you have a believer key to anything higher than that, like inspired to dream key, you'll be fine. Because in the summer you'll be fine. Just saying, in the summer only, you'll be fine. Because a lot of enhancements to lower, they have to buy a ticket if they want to continue going to the summer time of Disneyland. They won't be able to go because they're blacked out on those days. But anyone with believer or higher, you're fine. You'll be able to go without a problem. Thank goodness I'm a believer key, so I can continue to go regardless of the situation. But yeah, again, very, very important for Disney now, if they're using anything like that, to start always do something that works completely, that doesn't cause this to happen again. So this is Jimmy Pablo signing out. I will see what day I can work on my edits to show the first Fine Food Festival before it ends, but for sure I'll get it before it ends, because it ends somewhere on the 28th. That's all I know, and I can get it before that. So that's all I'm gonna say for this. Stick around for anything else, and hopefully I'll get the throwback night as well before April ends, because I know throwback is still happening. I want to make sure I get that, but unfortunately we're not gonna have any Fantasmic event coming anytime soon. So those who haven't seen Fantasmic, it is completely canceled for the rest of maybe an entire season, until we know what the circumstances of the ongoing investigation with Disney's incident. So that's all I can say for this. If there's anything else that anyone wants to say, please let me know now in the chat about this incident occurred. It's just not me. The mouse right now, the Mickey Mouse character, is just in tears knowing that he's losing a lot of customers that used to go into the park and buy souvenirs and stuff. Now that he's gonna be losing a lot of crowds, it's really gonna be a more lighter crowds. It'll be happier that the lines and the attractions will be less, not too much. Not saying that there's still gonna be a line to wait for a long periods of time. It won't be so much in the way that you have to wait more than 80 minutes. That you're probably only the max will be like at least 80 or under, because I have a feeling that they're gonna have to reduce capacity, because that's gonna be too overcrowded for one show at Disneyland. It will be really crowded. I can guarantee off the bat, for firework waiting, there will be so many crowds and there won't be anywhere to walk. And that's the main reason why it's important to reduce the capacity for that. Those are working behind the missions. So again, that's all I wanted to say for this live stream. Such a tragedy day for Disneyland and the Disney Mouse. And this was a breaking news that I wanted to put on. Stay tuned for anything else, and I'll see you on another live stream to regular videos from your Zero Pal Jimmy Pablo. Alright, be signing off. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully I can make anything more coming on, because I'm really busy. And that's all I have to say. Bye bye.
Due to unforeseen circumstances, this performance of Fantasmic cannot continue. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause, and hope you enjoy the rest of your evening here at Disneyland. Once again, this performance cannot continue due to unforeseen circumstances.